See you with the interact button on A when it already interacts while it can attack makes you annoyed. Yeah, I took attack off of A. That's one of the first things that happened. I think that that definitely happened in one of the first couple episodes. They didn't ruin the monk. I abused the monk. I intentionally abused the monk during the beta test. I did all kinds of things with the monk. I think it was the PvP match that kind of sort of cemented it, if you will. Because before that, I was intentionally doing things like traveling the entire world as a monk by myself, even like areas you're not supposed to be able to do. Which is, yeah. That was my trying to prove that, hey, guess what? This class is broken. Because even though guess what? I was a Necromancer Prime in that one too. Even though I was primarily a Necromancer player, I was unable to do that with the Necromancer. I was able to do it with the Monk. Monkey! Actually, Monk W. But yeah. Because there was actually a Monk Elementalist build that was pretty fun as well. It was a lot less broken. Okay, let's go ahead and drink a potion. I'm going to drop out traps again. Okay, so there you go. And I do like the fact that they're talking about actually making the Hydras play more like traps. Where they have the whole, we are going to end up with a... Let's go to inventory. Let's go ahead and move. Okay, so yeah, it's just hold down to open. And I'm going to move stuff back to the side that I like. I know I'm not going to, but I'm not going to like it there, but it's gotta work. I much prefer having a right-aligned inventory. And yes, I know that's weird, but it bothers me not having it in the place that I want it. So there we go. We got that over there. But yeah. I generally, whenever I see something that's completely out of whack, like I do admit the Paladin is currently the strongest overall class in Diablo 2. I don't think it needs anything nerfed. So I am a right align. And I'm actually going to go ahead and get rid of that. Yes, it gives me attack rating. Yes, I need attack rating, but I'm not going to keep it long term, and it's going to just get in the way. So let's see. In here, we should still, yeah, we have a decent amount of money in there. I'm going to try to keep about 10 grand sitting in my stash, and then everything else is going to go into the shared stash. I hate how it auto-sorts it by size, too, by the way. That puts your freaking books in the middle. It's horrifying. It's not a pleasant sensation. So let's go ahead and... I keep forgetting to cast Burst of Speed just out of just forgetfulness. So our exit is probably going to be up here as well. So let's just run on up there. We're going to get a decent amount of experience because we are currently only level, what, 16? Generally speaking, we'd want to be 25 exiting Act 2, but we're probably not going to reach that. We're probably going to be like 17, maybe 18, if I had to guess. Hey, LaPow, how's it going? Let's go ahead and bust all these. Boom. Grab that. And yeah, I might actually try to slow down and kill a few more extra things. And this is online, so no, I can't use player counts. Inventory management is more sluggish for the controller. That's true of like anything with proper inventories in, well, action RPGs in general. There are situations where inventories can be made for console, but then you wouldn't have the limited inventory space, or at least you wouldn't have as much control over it. Because then you generally on console, I prefer something more like Final Fantasy style inventories where it's a list and you can just kind of scroll through it. It makes life a lot easier. But whenever it's designed for controller and you actually have limited inventory space based on shape, I can understand why. And let's go ahead and get one of these out. Why they didn't go with that for this. Because then you'd also have a huge issue with crossplay. But yeah, just a list inventory would be a lot easier to manage. And if I remember correctly, didn't Diablo 3 have kind of a list inventory for console? I don't remember because I didn't actually, you know, do much with that because I have it on PC. So let's see. Skill tree. We are currently level 17. Let's get some more life. Oh, yeah, having to menu out to get to exit, yeah, is a pain in the ass. So, but yeah, a list inventory is so much more efficient on a controller. It's ridiculous how much of a difference it makes. But yeah, on this one, we just don't have a list. And yes, you could buy additional spaces for the list. Now, additional, like, I would like the ability to expand, like, buy additional cube kind of things, if you would. Or not necessarily buy cubes, but do something like Grim Dawn's inventory where it has, like, extra pockets that you get for doing quests. But I don't see that ever happening in this because that would require too much adjustment to it. And also, you'd have to figure out a way to fix the item disappearing bug that's currently in the game. That is caused by file size issues, and we are going the wrong way. There we go. We murdered all of them for free experience. Well, not free. We used some mana. But it's right turns in this place, so I need to remember to take my right turns. Bags, man. Bags. Pockets. I want pockets, damn it. I don't need more sacks in my life. I need pockets. It has pockets. Okay, so it's going to be a right turn. It could actually be over here. Doubtful, but it could be. Because it's going to just be going down right. Any path that's leading us down right is a good path. So yeah, these guys, not too tough. I mean, we're probably having a decent block as well, because Saigon's shield is pretty decent for what it is. You hated that you couldn't have the canal cube in your inventory? Yeah, that would be frustrating. But it's a completely different game. It's a different design. Personally, I don't have a problem with Diablo 3. I know a lot of people are like, Diablo 3 is absolute garbage. And there are things about it whenever it first released that, yeah, I have a personal distaste of. But for the most part, Diablo 3 accomplished what they set out to make it like. They didn't set out to make it like a normal Diablo game, though. They sent out, it was basically a more Warcraft-style game in Diablo format than necessarily Diablo format of Diablo games. Yeah, and that's just evident because it was Blizzard South that was making it. It wasn't Blizzard North. Blizzard North stopped being Blizzard North in, I want to say it was 2005, was it? It was around when patch 1.11 was released. Like literal months before 1.11 was released. That Blizzard North was shut down due to conflicts with Vivendi. Let's see. NPC, hey man, ready to rob. Wait, where's your weapons? My character pulls out RPG. Okay, ready? Oh god. But yeah, what about Diablo 4 and Immortal? Diablo 4, I'm jury's still out. I'm not liking that it's going to be always online DRM. I will always talk shit about any game. I don't care. I don't even care if I actually really like the actual game. I will talk shit about any game you make that requires always online play that is not entirely a multiplayer experience. If it is not a game designed explicitly around playing alongside a group of other people, whether it's randoms or friends, it should not always be online. And Diablo 4, if you're sticking with the Diablo design style, should have a single player that is available without checking home. Yeah, EverQuest 2 went way wow. Everything in that era went way wow. And it's just, But no, Diablo South and Diablo North are both really, well, I can't say about right now, but they were both really good companies at what they did. But nowadays, as far as Diablo 2 Resurrected, this is Vicarious Visions, this is not Blizzard South, but they were both really good at what they did. But they did very different things. Blizzard North was a little more experimental. Blizzard North was a bit more interested in an atmosphere around a game and stuff like that, whereas Blizzard South was more into polish. Making things easily consumable, making them good for stockholders, basically. Go ahead and drop some lightning in there. Okay, so that should completely miss. 4, 5. Let's go ahead and drop those out. Get the chest. Get Staff Kings. Cold Worm's going to explode. Let's go ahead and get back to town before Mercenary dies. He's probably still going to die. Nope, he's not. Sweet. Have a good one, Huntron.
Good to see
Hey, Hugin. How's it going?
Good day.
Hopefully it'll be a nice stream. Hopefully it'll actually be, you know, stable this time. Hey, Dub, how's it going? You forgot that Microsoft added a field of view slider to Halo Infinite on console, and Activision can't be... I wouldn't necessarily say it's because they're lazy. It's just different priorities, and personally, I hate that there's not a field of view slider. In fact, in one of the first impressions that I just released today, the Devotion one, I actually bring up field of view sliders because I want to love Devotion. Devotion's such an amazing game, but I can't play it more than 30 minutes out without wanting to upchuck. Everything's pretty good. As long as the connection stays stable, it will be very good. And to answer a question that I've had a few times, why I'm not doing these single players, because we're actually going to be doing community things with these characters after I get done with all 7. So we'll be doing like farming and stuff like that. We can do various not raids, but various types of just magic finding, leveling. And after I get the 7 done, we could even do just like run-throughs of the game with just viewers popping in and out. I'm not going to be doing like 8-player speedruns or anything like that, because frankly, I'm tired. I'm an old man. I want to rest. So our next level up, we actually start getting some interesting things. Do we have skill points or something that we didn't spend? We do have a skill point that we didn't spend. We're going to go ahead and keep it. I'm looking forward to the changes to Assassin. And that's one reason why, even if we get into hell and this character just stalls out, I'll wait until the patch and finish her up then. Because I have a feeling it's going to change how she plays significantly. So we're not going to respec her then. Bell runs on console. I don't have this on console, unfortunately. I only have it on PC. I cannot afford it on console because, yup. I need to save my money. I'm currently able to make my monthly expenses. I'm going to start having to pay additional taxes this next year. Because, yay! Self-employment. But, yeah. I'll figure that out whenever I get to it. Because that is one thing I have not done before. So, yeah, beginning of the year is going to be stressful. And yes, you do have to still pay self-employment taxes even whenever you're not earning enough to meet the poverty limit. So, yay! Bell runs on console. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if there are bail runs going on in console, but people are just coordinating it via, like, Discord and stuff like that. Because I do know that there is a fairly strong... Hey, Dark Elder, how's it going? That is the wrong button. But I do know there is a fairly strong console community on Discord. on a few Discords, actually, for those that want to do that kind of stuff. Tax evasion stream gone wrong. I don't want to evade taxes. I do wish my taxes went to things that I could actually, you know, in good conscience support, but I'm not. I am lawful neutral for the most part, if you're wondering what my alignment is. I can be chaotic neutral at times, but whenever it comes to a lot of stuff, I'm lawful neutral, so I tend to end up somewhere in there. Usually on party chat on Xbox. But yeah, I can't afford to get this on console. I had to give up game collecting because of pandemic. I had to do a lot of things because of pandemic, and it changed a lot of things for me. Hopefully it turns out all right. If not, I will go back to what I was doing and dread every moment of it. Just gotta last until people get vaccinated enough to not have this be a major issue. Let's see. You're chaotic neutral yourself, so you understand disposition. I generally just say I'm true neutral, but for a lot of things, I do lawful neutral when it'll get me in trouble or not. But if it's an authority figure that can't restrict my movement, chaotic neutral. Neutral evil? Nah. That would require malice and extreme self-interest. And I feel gross. I feel gross even, like, asking for, like, people to support on the Patreon. I literally have to write down exactly what I'm going to say at the end of videos just so I remember to put it in there. Otherwise, I would just go with my old outro of keep gaming, have fun, peace out, this has been Alzarath, bye. But yeah, I am relying on that as a safety net right now, so I do have to remember to actually mention it. You're lawful evil. In other words, self-interest within the scope of the law. That reminds me, I really do kind of want to do a D&D campaign. But I would need to find people that I can actually do a stream of it with that would not be too upset about me relearning how to DM. Oh, I hate that it does that red flash. I'm not getting hit, it's just doing a red flash. So, yay. But anywhoozle, what's it? So we're looking fairly decent. That is tunnels. This should be the waypoint. Yay! We just need to find the exit so I can get out of this dark infernal place. You forget to tell people that you have a life too, and I need food. I don't need much in life. Just roof over my head, food in my belly, and the ability to create things. It drives me nuts whenever I don't have access to at least some kind of creative outlet. But I think that's kind of true of a lot of people. At least people that I know. I hate to imagine what life would be like without the urge to create something. You hate when you get poisoned and it just flashes in the background. Yeah. Let's go ahead and murder them. But yeah, as far as like how people view others, generally it is more based on like who we are as individuals rather than the person we are perceiving. Because generally we'll perceive people we think we enjoy the company of or that we like as similar to us, and we'll see people as who we don't like as opposition of us. Whenever in reality they could be just like our mirror, in fact, not even opposition. It's just how they approach a certain issue is slightly different. Bye, Guardians. There is another one over there. And yes, I see him. Murder, death, destruction. It's great. Okay, I need my mana to come back just for the burst of speed. But yeah, the goal today is to, at the very least, get through Act 2. I would not mind getting started on Act 3. It just depends on how my energy holds out, and I do actually have to go after about probably 3 hours of streaming. Maybe a little bit less, because I have to get stuff done as far as editing and stuff like that for other videos, and I have to write up my notes for the 2 builds for next week. I might have a 3rd build. We'll see how things work out. Otherwise, it's just going to be more of the items. Maybe a 2.4 video. We'll see. I generally don't want to be jumping all over those because a lot of the stuff out there is just speculation, and it's not a good source of information. It would be stagnant monotony. We need a little controlled chaos in our lives. That is diversity and creativity. Ah, yeah. Let's grab that, and we will drink a mana potion, grab a new one, go this way. But yeah, I mean, it's probably kind of like the people that they can't hear what they're, I'm trying to think of how to describe it. There's people who can, whenever they think, they can actually falsify the sense related to what they're thinking. Kind of like see pictures in your head kind of situations. And then there's people who can't. And I have a feeling creativity is kind of like that, where it's like just something some people do and some people don't. Let's see. And that is a bot. And reason I know is because they've gone from posting that nonsense in comments into posting it in there. Let's go ahead and hide that user.